Welcome. Another Saturday episode, short episode. I obviously am not anti-analytics. From my educational background, I'm very pro analytics. I think they're very helpful, but it shouldn't be the only thing you look at. And I just did an episode a couple days ago that seemed like coming out of left field on Eddie Van Halen, who recently passed away. And I was struck by the fact that he didn't read music. And I just thought, wow, how would that be like not reading a price guide or following the beat of your own drummer or playing by ear or sight reading or any of these other music parallels when somebody's just doesn't want to stick to the script of the music and wants to be very creative, very improvisational, very intuitive about how they would approach something. And I thought there's probably some people that are doing that. They may not be ignoring the analytics, but if you only follow the analytics of this industry, you're liable to get swept up in the herd. And so just a thought in the jazz sense of music that people, that there's just there's more than one way to do it. And again, in a bull market, I'm not sure it matters that much because everything's going up. And whether you're following the herd or following the beat of your own drum, creating your own music, there's a happy ending in a bull market. But I just want to put everybody on notice is that the bull market will not last forever. There will be a mixed market. That means that some things will go up, some things will go down. When they go down, the liquidity is greatly reduced. But that will happen. That will happen. Thanks, sponsors, Beckett Media, Beckett Grading, Beckett Authentication, ComC, Burbank Sports Cards, Mike Stadium Sports Cards, Heritage Auctions, Huggins and Scott Auctions, Panini, Upper Deck, and Topps. So I'm not saying to be anti-analytical, but I am saying, and again, when you look at the Van Halens of the world, these musical geniuses, I'm not saying there's card geniuses, but some people have a better intuitive feel of the market than others. That's not to say they're not musical or in some sense analytical, an ability to size things up pretty quickly. But perhaps there is a category of card investor or collector or seller that has an intuitive feel that doesn't need to look at these charts. It's not to say they're not having some preparation of knowing what things are going for, but they have a different approach to how to deal with that going forward. And if they, again, it's not for everyone because it's the road less traveled. So I'm talking about people that are not overly concerned with price guides or the current price of something. They're looking farther ahead. I'm trying to do that. People kid me about looking through a dollar box, but like I said, if I get in the zone and I'm going through, I can't look them up, but I've got to it's like we're saying, playing by ear or not looking at the music, just saying, is this a card I'd like to have at that price? If it's $1, then I'm not going to win every one, but I'm generally going to pick out things that seem agreeable to me. And so it's actually not playing by ear because playing by ear is essentially hearing a song and then being able to play it back. And I'm talking about more, and it's not jazz in the fullest sense where you're responding to the other people in the group. It's more of an independent improv where you say, a lot of people are doing this, but I'm thinking about what's appealing to me. And you might be ahead of your time. It's the way people can catch a wave or a curve before it happens. The other thing I would encourage you to do, if you're, again, being an anti-analytical, if you're of that mind and not wanting to follow the trend strictly, there could come a time here's the exercise to go through that's, again, not scripted in any music or any future situation. But if you were to look at a card that's a $100 card and say, in the spirit of this episode, if it all of a sudden was a $200 card, would you still be excited? Or if it dropped down to 50, it was half off, would you be extra excited? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Not saying it went for $100. That's the high price. I'm going to try to get it for 120 because it's going up. What if it doubles? Are you still interested? What if it chops in half? Do you get really excited? So again, not following the music, being your own musician. It's this. I'll just leave you with this. The greatest musicians, maybe some of them started out a little bit as cover bands, but eventually they wrote their own music. And that's why they became iconic. And so, again, don't do that unless you've got a lot of talent. But if you do have a great eye for cards, considering going off script, going off the printed music page, not being a cover band, and getting out there and doing things that seem like fun to you. I'm not talking about betting the farm. I'm not talking about borrowing money, but enjoying the hobby in a way that you've created your own way to enjoy it. So again, thanks. And I will be back again on Monday with another fuller episode. These weekend episodes are not less important. They're just shorter. And it allows me to I don't want to pad. If it's a 5-minute episode, I don't want to take 15 minutes to say 5 minutes worth of stuff. So hope you appreciate that. I'm enjoying it that way. And I'll be back again on Monday with a longer episode. Thanks.